We're moving in the morning on this Wednesday because, long travel days, they can wreak havoc on your body, but it does not have to be that way. Body and posture expert Dr. Liza Egbogah is here with just some simple stretches that you can do before, during, even after to prevent pain, boost some circulation, and arrive feeling fantastic. Dr. Liza, good to see you.
Hi.
Looking wonderful in your pink, right down to the shoes.
Yeah.
You got socks that we're going to talk about. Talk about too. So what are some simple just exercises even before? We're talking long car rides, long plane rides, where things can really get cramped up.
Yes, because even just the stress of getting ready for travel can take a toll on your body. Standing in lines, waiting for things, carrying your bags into the trunk or into the overhead compartment, those things can all take a toll on your body. So some of the stretches you can do beforehand so that you don't arrive feeling in pain and tired before your vacation has even started is, can we start with one?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to start with some hip circles.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is you can put your hands on your hips, your feet about shoulder width apart, and you're just going to make big circles with your hips.
Do people look at you in the airport and like, what are you doing?
They're like, I should be doing that. It's actually what they say when I do these stretches. And this helps open up your hip flexors and mobilize your lower back because that's one of the areas that gets really stiff when you're sitting in compressed areas. Okay, so next we want to stretch out our quad muscles. So you can grab onto the chair for some support, and you're just going to grab your ankle, and then you're going to pull your heel towards your buttock, and you're going to feel a stretch at the front of your quad here. Okay. Do you feel that stretch?
I feel it, yeah.
Amazing. And you're going to hold that for 10 to 20 seconds and do it on both sides. Again, when we're sitting, these muscles shorten, get tight, and end up leading to knee pain and back pain.
Why don't we stretch more just as in general?
You should always be stretching because with travel, yes, you're sitting, but for most of us, we spend a lot of the day sitting. So you should always be doing these stretches, even if you're not traveling. Okay, and then next we want to stretch out our calf muscles. So to do this, again, you can put your hands on your hip, and you want to step your foot forward so that your heels on the ground and your toes are pointing up. And then you want to just slowly bend forward with a flat back until you feel a stretch at the back of your calf and maybe into your hamstring.
You feel that right there.
That's very good,
doesn't it?
Yes. And the reason you want to do this stretch is when you fly, you may notice when you get off that your feet are sore. The reason your feet are sore, sometimes when you're sitting, those calf muscles shorten and pull at your plantar fascia, which leads to foot pain. Now, speaking of that, there's a couple of things that you can do so that you arrive without the foot pain and with your body feeling better. And one of those is to wear compression socks. It's a game changer because they're going to boost your circulation, bring down inflammation so that your feet are not going to swell up. And here you have
a pair on them right now?
Yes, okay. I have my Dr. Liza compression socks.
What's the difference between a compression sock and just a regular high sock?
So essentially what they're doing is they're providing compression, and that boosts circulation. And then in this case, these ones also have arch support. So a lot of times when people get off a flight, they feel like their feet are sore and inflamed, and it's because of the air pressure changes or just sitting for a long period of time. So you also want to wear comfortable shoes, wear loose clothing as well. You want to stay hydrated, and unfortunately, you have to avoid too much caffeine or alcohol because that can dehydrate you.
And keep your socks on.
Yes. And we're going to go sitting because now I have some stretches we can do while you're in the car or on the plane. Okay. So for this first one here, what you're going to do is you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, and you can put your elbows right at your side here. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
So you feel an opening here. And then once you feel that, you actually want to look up towards the ceiling. And now you feel a stretch in front of your neck. So unfortunately, a lot of plane seats and a lot of car seats are not ergonomic, so you're going to find that you have tension in your chest and your shoulders, and that's going to help.
Especially if you fall asleep.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I mean? You're leaning against the window, or you're leaning against your neighbor, or even if you're sleeping in the car and the headrest is never just right, you don't have a pillow.
Exactly, you get uncomfortable. And then this one, especially for the plane, I'm going to just have you cross one leg over, and then you're going to do ankle circles. So you're just going to go clockwise 10 times, and then you're going to go counterclockwise 10 times.
Okay.
Now, this is great because, again, when you are sitting for a long period of time, the blood tends to pool, which causes swelling. And sometimes if you take your shoes off, you try to put your shoes back on, you're like, my feet are sore. And then you're going on trips where you're spending so much time walking and you find that your feet are sore, and it's often because of that plane ride or that long car ride. This kind of exercise helps stimulate circulation as well, mobilize your ankles, so then when you get up from sitting, you don't feel as uncomfortable and have as much swelling.
Are you wearing those wonderful pink boots when you're flying?
Yes, actually, these
Are they
feel
quite comfortable?
Yeah, they're literally like sneakers. Like these are
Are they
Dr. Liza's
really?
shoes, and they literally feel like sneakers. So I actually wear these, and I get lots of
Awesome.
compliments in the airport.
I bet you do. Look at your socks. Look at your outfit. Where can we find more info, Dr. Liza?
So drlizaegbogah.com, and on
Right.
social, you can find me on Dr. Liza.
Dr. Liza, wonderful. Love some compression socks. We're going to wrap up our show on this Wednesday.